Since I was very young, I wanted to be an actor and a performer, but I sat behind the scenes. My low self-esteem was very prevalent. I became an assistant editor for a documentary film company, and even though it was in the creative arts, it was still quite technical. The reality was that I was taught that I was too sensitive to handle the more shiny parts of being creative. Until later on in life, when I discovered comedy, yoga, and improv, and what the combination of these three things did to my self-conscious sense of being too sensitive changed the game for me. I would like to present you with the possibility that your sensitivity is your superpower. The ability to perceive truth, alignment, and meaning before the mind can make logical explanation out of it. My name is Galit Benrobi. I was born in a traditional Turkish Jewish family with very conventional beliefs and points of view about family, about community, and about the role each and every one of us should play in that. I grew up in Montreal, and everyone around me, my culture, my traditions, my family, my society, I was surrounded by, told me that I was too sensitive. Sensitive people, or empaths, or starseeds, or indigo children, or whatever you want to call them, they don't just feel more, they sense more. They register when something is off, when a path is not aligned, or when they are betraying themselves to meet external expectations. Yet, many like me were taught to distrust this inner guidance and instead listen to louder voices such as family, culture, their partners, and society's definition of success. I internalized all of this, and it led me to not trusting myself fully. It started shaping my life, and I started playing smaller than I would like to be. It took a few toxic relationships, some nervous system breakdowns, some burnouts, and many initiatory experiences for me to really unwind that there was nothing ever wrong with me in the first place. Comedy, yoga, improv gave me the confidence, the stillness, and the connection with others to feel more free to be myself. I recognized that sensitivity was not my weakness, but my greatest asset. By learning to listen inwardly again to my body, to my intuition, and to my own emotional intelligence, I started rebuilding my sense of self. I redefined happiness, and I started aligning more fully with my purpose, my dharma, why I was really put here on this planet, to be a creative in this world. What once felt like fragility became clarity. What once felt like confusion became direction. And before I knew it, I was doing stand-up comedy and improv 8 nights a week at famous comedy clubs and at local theaters and schools around Montreal and in other cities. I was also experiencing the beauty and the simplicity of ashram life, doing yoga and meditation where I was connecting to myself, and now traveling the world, feeling a sense of peace within me and connection around me. And here is what I learned along the way. Abandoning my sensitivity and my authenticity in favor of being who I was told to be led me to disconnection, to exhaustion, and to unhappiness. True healing and fulfillment began not with becoming someone tougher or quieter or different than who I really was, but with learning to listen inwardly again to my body and to my intuition and to the quiet knowing that says, this is for me, or this is not for me, or this is my truth. And it helped me to answer who I am really and to live it every day. So here is what is possible for you and to the world. When you view your authenticity and sensitivity not as selfishness, but as alignment with your higher self, the game of life starts to change. Happiness, I would suggest, is not found by fixing oneself, but by honoring who you already are. So here's what you could do right now. I would like to ask you, if you viewed your sensitivities as superpowers, what would become possible for you today and for the future? Because I asked myself that question and I realized that I could conquer the world, and that is exactly what I've been doing over the past few years. My wish for you and for the world is that you hear my journey and you see yourself and a loved one in it, and that you recognize that sensitivity and authenticity could become the compass that points you towards purpose, towards meaningful relationships, and towards a life that actually feels good to live. And if anyone ever told you so, you realize that you were never too sensitive, and that it's never too late to truly be you, to love yourself, and to live the life that you truly deserve to live. Thank you.